G'day everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I'll be doing the final video of the series for giving you 5 tips on every single continent, or every continent, not including Antarctica, but anyway, we'll be doing 5 tips today in Oceania. There'll be 3 from Australia and 2 from New Zealand, so yeah, I won't include the islands because they're kind of easy to recognise, but let me know if you see some tips about the islands, and yeah, let's just get straight into it. So first off here, we are here in WA, just near Perth, and the one I want to talk about here is this like blue and white kind of like marking or sticker on the pole, like I don't know, like kind of like a thing they put on the pole. And if you see this blue and white thing, this is unique to WA. These little things here, you can see little squares, they're actually the Western Power logo, and I live in Western Australia, so I know about it. Yeah, this Western Power is the local power company here, and this is a Western Power thing. They put it on a lot of poles, not every pole, but on a lot of poles they do put this thing on. And you can see this, you're going to be in WA, so yeah, good one to know. Okay, next one here, just as it loads in, excuse me. And by the way, guys, I will have like a probably some Jules videos out coming after this series. But yeah, anyway, next tip here. We're here in Alice Springs, and in Alice Springs they have Northern Territory poles, as you can see, because they're in the Northern Territory. So just like in Darwin, they have the same poles, but you can see it's very dry, which is one thing, and you have these kind of hills everywhere. These kind of hills, kind of like the east and south, you have all these hills kind of around with like usually have towers on top. This one doesn't, but yeah, these are the kind of hills that have towers on top. And if you're in a Northern Territory desert town with hills, you should just be in Alice Springs. It's a pretty recognizable city, and yeah, a really good one to know because it can get you massive points in some occasions. So yeah, good one to know. So as I said, I'll be doing Jules videos, and yeah, it'll be pretty good. So next one here, we are in Hobart, and as you might know, South Australia is very famous for having Stobie poles, which is like laid like an Oreo with two metal bits with like a concrete bit in the middle, so like that. But as you can see, we have a Stobie pole here in Hobart, so they're not that common. You can see them around, like as you can see here, there's one there. We have a little pan around. We see another one there. There's another one there, and a few here. So there's a few of them here. But as you do see, we do have the Tasmanian pole with the possum guard as well. So you can get a few Stobie poles around in Tasmania, but the metal's not as dark. It's not as like rusty dark as the ones you see in South Australia. But it's good to know that they're not just unique to South Australia. And it's good to know that Tasmania, occasionally you can see Stobie poles. So yep, good to know as well. A bit of an advanced Australia tip. So those were the 3 Australia tips. Now we move on to the 2 New Zealand tips. And the first one here, as it just loads in, we're here in northern New Zealand, very far northern New Zealand, on the north tip of the North Island, and it's very common in this part of New Zealand to get this Gen 2 gravel road coverage. It's pretty common, and when you see that, you have like 80 to 90% chance you're going to be in this north part of New Zealand. And yeah, it's not 100%, like you can see gravel road coverage in other parts of the North Island. We were just up here in this north part of New Zealand, so but it's pretty common to get Gen 2 gravel road coverage, and yeah, pretty common thing to see as well around this part of New Zealand on unsealed roads. So yep. And the last tip I have for you here is a double one. I've got a double street sign tip for you here. We are here in Dunedin, and these are the street signs they have here. They have blue with white text, and they got these little yellow kind of triangles. And if you visualize this like an arrow, this is how I remember it to tell it apart from Invercargill street signs, which we'll look at next. This is like a triangle, sort of pointing down, Dunedin. Funny way, down, Dunedin. So that's how I remember that. Kind of pointing sort of down. And that's Dunedin street signs. And if we zoom out, and go to Invercargill, which is just that. So Dunedin is kind of like on this east part of the South Island. But if we zoom out and go all the way down to down here, South Coast, in the city of Invercargill, let's just drop it in somewhere, like click on this road maybe. Let's click. We are here on the road. Let's just find a street sign somewhere. Let's get to this street sign over here. Sorry about the glitchy computer. But if you look for a street sign, so you remember in Dunedin they had sort of triangles sort of pointing towards the ground, and here in Invercargill, sorry, it's just terrible. Computer's a bit laggy. As you can see here, just zooming on the Invercargill ones, they have like yellow arrows, so it's like in, I don't know, kind of like going in and out, is how I remember it. Invercargill going in and out. Dunedin going to a point down. So yeah, those are some good tips to know. These are Invercargill street signs, the other ones are Dunedin street signs. And yeah guys, that'll conclude the video. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please leave a like down below, subscribe, stay tuned, we'll have some Jules videos coming out. I heard they had some really good updates, I'll tell you about them later. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.